made for one of the singles from the 8 times platinum Dangerous album, featuring hits like Black or White and Remember the Time, and directed by the iconic filmmaker behind Fight Club, The Social Network, Se7en, and more. This short film was deemed so controversial, Michael Jackson himself dropped out of filming it, and the final product was never even aired in the United States, instead replaced with a compilation video of Michael's older short films and live performances. Here's the story behind Who Is It? Released 4 years after the Bad album, Dangerous was Michael Jackson's 8th studio album and the first since his 1975 record Forever Michael without his frequent collaborator, legendary producer Quincy Jones. The album marked an artistic change for Jackson, with some more socially conscious material and a wider range of sounds and musical styles, featuring the anti-war pop soul song Heal the World, the chart-topping pop-rock racial harmony hit Black or White, and the R&B New Jack Swing hit Remember the Time. It was a diverse album, but a standout track was the darker, man-eater song reminiscent of Dirty Diana, that was compared by many critics at the time to his hit song Billie Jean. Lyrically, it's about a man who's left in misery when his lover suddenly leaves him, but then he finds out that she was unfaithful to him and wants to know who she cheated on him with.
Who is it? Is it a friend of mine? Who is it? Is it my brother? Who is it?
And the short film for the song takes this concept from the lyrics to the extreme. As I mentioned in my previous video about Jackson's Ghosts short film, Michael Jackson was one of the most influential artists when it came to the art of music videos, so much so that he refused to even call his music videos.
I love pioneering. That's what excites me, a new idea. And if we could present something that's fresh and innovative, then that's what I want to do. I don't like repeating myself at all. I don't even allow people to say the word video. That's taboo around here. So we say it's a short film.
And in an effort to produce the best short films possible, he collaborated with some of the most acclaimed film directors in the world, such as Martin Scorsese for Bad, Spike Lee for They Don't Care About Us, John Singleton for Remember the Time, and in this case, David Fincher. Known now as one of the most famous auteur directors of all time, with a filmography full of influential movies. At this point in the late 80s and early 90s, he was a highly lauded music video and commercial director, becoming to this day the most nominated director in MTV Video Music Award history. He has 8 nominations and received 7 of them in a 3-year time span, which is also a record that hasn't been broken yet. At the 1989 VMAs ceremony, 3 out of the 5 nominees for Best Direction were directed by him, and the very next year, he repeated that, with 3 out of the now 4 nominees being directed by him. Long story short, he was a very sought-after director in the music video space. So in the video, Michael finds a name tag that reads Alex and assumes that his lover is cheating on him with a man by that name. But the truth is much worse. He's found one of the many name tags she uses for her work as a high-end escort, constantly changing identities and meeting up with male and female clients. Though she plans to quit, Michael's assistant discovers her secret and informs him, which leads him to take off and abandon her, leaving her to return to the life she knows. And the last we see of her, she's being prepared for a new identity. Unlike Jackson's most famous music videos, even some of the other ones from the same album, that were well known for their elaborate choreography and energy, Who Is It doesn't have any of that, and is starkly different in its moody energy brought to the fore by Fincher's now trademark cold noir-influenced cinematography, desaturated glowing colors, steady, technically perfect camera movements, and a dark tone, and the strong focus on the escort's story. But there's a reason Michael has an unusually small role in this short film.
Okay. This is the craziest shit that ever happened to me. I sold a concept about a call girl to Michael and his manager at the time, and they agreed to it, and we began to make a music video that probably in its planning stages included a lot more of Michael than we were able to deliver on, because about 3 days into the shoot, I was told that Michael didn't want to be in the video anymore, and that he was uncomfortable with the idea of a prostitute, and that when I pitched it to him, he wasn't quite sure what I meant. And now, for religious reasons, he didn't want to be in the video. And so I said, okay, great, send everybody home, that's fine. And they said, no, you have to finish the video. And so we finished the video with a Michael Jackson impersonator who showed up under cover of night, came to the stage, and I told him, this is all very awkward for me because, I thought Michael would be here. He's not, and we need you. And he kind of patted me on the shoulder and said, David, I've done the last 4 Michael Jackson videos. So that was a mad scramble to figure out how to complete this story in the absence of its star.
In some shots, such as in the car, his face is obscured not only by his hand, but is immersed in shadow, not even mentioning the exterior lights obscuring him even further. And then of course, the shots of him from behind would also be an easy way to hide the fact that they were using an impersonator in the video, but otherwise it's not really obvious which shots are actually Michael and which shots aren't. But the intricacy of the story makes it a compelling and unique short film in Jackson's catalog. Because of the controversial content in the short film, it was never aired in the United States and was instead replaced by a compilation video containing clips of other videos and live performances, before it was seen on the Dangerous The Short Films video album in 1993, 2 years after the album's release. Online, it was only ever officially uploaded to YouTube for the first time in 2016. Even the official Michael Jackson team has created a Spotify playlist of underappreciated deep cuts that features this song near the top. And the publication Rolling Stone ranked this the 10th best video in Jackson's catalog. Regardless, the project remains as a unique and interesting part of one of the most acclaimed videography catalogs in music history. What are your thoughts on the video? And what's your favorite underappreciated music video by a massive artist? Or what's your favorite music video by a now famous film director? Let me know in the comments.